Welcome back to the AG Chelsea TV channel. Today, I will bring you the latest news about Chelsea FC from the past 24 hours. Don't forget the familiar time at 6 p.m. UK time. Stay tuned to keep up with all the hot updates about our favorite team. Thank you for always supporting the channel. Liam Delap Chelsea medical booked. Chelsea have booked a medical for Liam Delap after activating his £30 million release clause and reaching an agreement on personal terms according to Fabrizio Romano. The Blues are gearing up for another busy summer and could look to fund their business by selling as many as 7 or 8 players. Chelsea face a critical window with the club looking to sign a striker, centre-back and right-footed attacker to bolster Enzo Maresca's squad. The main priority is signing a striker, and it was reported on Thursday Chelsea had reached an agreement to sign Delap from Ipswich. The Blues will activate his £30 million release clause, and the 22-year-old will become the club's first signing of what could be a busy summer. Chelsea beat off interest from the likes of Manchester United, Newcastle and Everton to land Delap, and Romano has provided a further update on the deal. He took to X.com and said, "Chelsea have booked medical for Liam Delap after agreement sealed on personal terms and £30 million release clause activated." Delap has also spoken to Enzo Maresca, a crucial factor to make the deal happen. Delap joined Ipswich from Manchester City last summer, but he's once again on the move after impressing in his debut season with 12 league goals. The England under-21 international will give Chelsea a profile of striker they currently lack, and it will be interesting to see how he does. Whilst Chelsea may have wrapped up a deal for Delap, it doesn't mean any further additions won't be made in the striker department. The Blues remain interested in Hugo Ekitike, whilst there have been reports they could explore a move for Victor Gyökeres. With Delap and Jackson in place, and given Mark Guéhi's lack of experience, it feels like Chelsea could do with adding another striker to their existing pool. Chelsea in talks to sign 33G per a striker alongside Delap. Chelsea are closing in on the signing of Liam Delap and have also started talks to sign another striker to join him at Stamford Bridge. That striker is Eintracht Frankfurt's Hugo Ekitike, with sources informing Caught Offside that the Frenchman is a top target for the Blues as they look to reshape their attack for next season, as has been widely reported. Delap is closer to officially becoming a Chelsea player, joining for a relatively cheap fee of £30 million due to a clause in his contract at Ipswich Town that leaves Chelsea with room for another major signing up front, and Caught Offside understands they're one of the clubs making moves for Ekitike after his superb form in 2024-25. Sources close to the situation describe Ekitike as being someone to offer tactical flexibility to Enzo Maresca, as the 22-year-old can also operate out wide. With a strong record of 22 goals and 11 assists in all competitions this season, it's easy to see Ekitike being someone who could link up well with Delap, rather than just being direct competition for his place in the team. Still, Chelsea are not alone in targeting the former Paris Saint-Germain youngster, with Liverpool also very interested. Liverpool want to strengthen up front as well this summer, with Darwin Núñez's future in serious doubt, but Ekitike won't come cheap at around €100 million. Chelsea are currently felt to be leading the race for Ekitike's signature, but Liverpool could also get involved if they are able to make player sales to help fund the move. Núñez is one who could leave, while LFC also have interest from Saudi Pro League clubs and others like Luis Diaz and Diogo Jota. Blues working on Brazilian gem deals. Chelsea are set to send an offer to sign another exciting Brazilian gem this summer ahead of a proposed attempt to sign him. This news comes after Chelsea beat Real Betis to win the Conference League on Wednesday night after being a goal down at halftime and turning it around. The Blues ended up winning the game 4-1 in the end after a bit of a Cole Palmer masterclass in the second half, providing 2 beautiful assists for his teammates to grab crucial goals. Although head coach Enzo Maresca is once again not willing to get carried away after this by insisting that Chelsea's target for next season is not going to be winning the Champions League. Chelsea seem to be going a bit nuts during this summer's transfer window, and it's not even opened up yet until next week. They're already about to secure the signing of Liam Delap from Ipswich Town, and they are being linked with a host of other new players, perhaps not all of them for the first team right now though, and some of them might be for Strasbourg too. Chelsea have been linked with signing 18-year-old Brazilian attacker Ryan from Vasco, but perhaps he would be a Strasbourg signing, or even a loan there. Local source NTV are reporting that Chelsea goes for Vasco attacker Ryan after work from Alison Marins, who passed information on to Sam Jewell. The Blues would like to send an offer of 15 to 20 million euros, but his release clause stands at 40 million euros. Chelsea want the gem from Vasco. Ryan can play anywhere across the front three in attack and currently plays for the Brazilian U20 team. Tottenham showing interest in Nkunku. Christopher Nkunku is expected to leave Chelsea this summer, and Tottenham are the Premier League club who've shown the most interest according to Ben Jacobs. The Blues are set for another busy summer and are close to completing the signing of Liam Delap from Ipswich after reaching an agreement with the 22-year-old. Chelsea could look to fund their business by selling as many 7 or 8 players with a number of squad members surplus to requirements. Whilst incomings are important, it's vital the Blues are able to move a number of players on to not only raise funds but to reduce the current squad size. Nkunku falls into that category, and it has to be said his £52 million move from RB Leipzig has been a massive disappointment. The 27-year-old didn't even make the matchday squad for Wednesday's Conference League final against Real Betis, and it's been reported Nkunku has decided to leave this summer. The France international was linked with Bayern Munich in January, whilst there's been interest shown from the Premier League, and Jacobs has provided an update. He took to X.com and said, Christopher Nkunku is expected to leave Chelsea this summer. Bayern made an approach in January and Nkunku was keen. Chelsea wanted €60 million back then, with a view to getting more back than they paid. Nkunku would welcome a new Bayern bid, and is also open to staying in the Premier League. Understand Spurs have inquired and are the most concrete Premier League suitor currently, but links with Newcastle and Liverpool are wide of the mark. Nkunku has likely played his last game for the club, and he managed 14 goals in 42 appearances in all competitions, but only 3 of those were in the league. Jadon Sancho future update. TBR football chief correspondent Graham Bailey confirmed that Chelsea likes Sancho, and there is a belief that landing him for £25 million is great business. Indeed, Chelsea sources believe he can be a regular for Enzo Maresca's side going forward. However, in order to seal a move, Sancho is going to have to agree to reduce terms from what he is currently on at Man United. If not, the deal won't happen, but if he does, there is a real chance it is done, I am told. It is delicately poised, Bailey exclusively told TBR Football. Sancho is happy at Chelsea, and they think he brought something to the table. No matter what, however, there is no chance he could return to United. That ship has sailed and he would be sold. Sancho played a big part in Chelsea winning the Europa Conference League trophy, getting on the scoresheet for Maresca's side. After the game, Maresca hinted at Sancho having a future at Stamford Bridge. From now on we are going to sit with the club and decide what happens for next year, he told reporters. If we finish 4th it is also because of Jadon. If we win tonight it is also because of Jadon. It is normal in a season to go a little bit up and down. It is part of the game. And that's all the latest news about Chelsea in the past 24 hours. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to support me. Now, goodbye and see you in the next videos on AG Chelsea TV.